Have you ever heard of a line drawn on a map that claims nearly the entire South China Sea? It's called the Nine-Dash Line. Sounds mysterious, right? But behind this line lies one of the most complex and heated maritime disputes of our time, one that pits China against international law and affects peace, trade, and sovereignty across Asia. Today, we're diving into the clash between China's Nine-Dash Line and the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS. Why is this line so controversial? And does it really hold any legal water? Let's break it down. Back in 1982, the United Nations adopted UNCLOS, a global treaty that defines nations' rights and responsibilities over the world's oceans. It's like a rulebook for the sea, setting boundaries, protecting resources, and trying to keep order among 190-plus countries. According to UNCLOS, every coastal country is entitled to a 12 nautical mile territorial sea, plus a 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone, or EEZ, where it can explore and use marine resources. But here's where things get tricky. China claims almost 90% of the South China Sea using the so-called Nine-Dash Line, a U-shaped boundary that stretches hundreds of miles from its shores, cutting into the EEZs of countries like Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei, and Indonesia. China bases this claim on historic rights, saying Chinese fishermen and traders used these waters for centuries. However, these historical claims aren't clearly defined, and they don't match the boundaries set by UNCLOS, which, by the way, China has signed and ratified. In 2016, a major turning point came when the Philippines brought a case against China to the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague. The court ruled that China's Nine-Dash Line had no legal basis under UNCLOS, and that China's activities violated the Philippines' sovereign rights within its EEZ. The ruling was clear, detailed, and binding, but China rejected it outright, calling it a piece of waste paper. So what does this mean for the region? Tensions have continued to rise. China has built artificial islands, deployed military forces, and harassed foreign fishing and oil exploration vessels. Meanwhile, Southeast Asian countries, backed by international law, have pushed back, trying to defend their rights while avoiding direct conflict with Beijing. The United States and other global powers have also stepped in, emphasizing freedom of navigation and the rule of law. At the heart of this conflict lies a fundamental question. Should power and historical narrative override modern international law? Or should global rules like UNCLOS guide how we share and protect our oceans? This is more than just a regional issue. It's a test of how the world handles rising powers, legal order, and cooperation. The South China Sea is a vital artery for global trade, with over $3 trillion in goods passing through it annually. What happens here affects us all. If you found this video insightful, help us grow by hitting that subscribe button. It costs nothing, but it means everything to us. Stay informed, stay curious, and let's keep exploring the stories shaping our world. Thanks for watching.